What's going on, guys? It's your boy SQ420 here, and I want to welcome everybody back to another rendition of Twitter Tuesday. Hope y'all having a fantastic day. Of course, if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. We don't have the typical two-dose regimen that we've been having over the past few weeks, all right, because I had to make that FDA approval video. So I guess technically you got a two-dose regimen today. Two-dose Tuesday, okay? I think that's what we're going to have to call it. We're going to call it Two-Dose Tuesday. All right, you get 2 doses on Tuesday. You know, we got to make sure you got that full protection. And trust me, it's safe and effective. All right, we did long, strenuous studies on it. I mean, we like the FDA. We like to do long, strenuous studies for about 5 or so minutes. Okay, we look over as much data as we can in about 5 minutes. All right, but the first thing I want to show y'all right here, I want to remind everybody, okay, about the premise of Build Back Better, okay? And the World Health Organization changed the definition. Now, I did this, I talked about this months and months ago. It might have been last year. But, you need to have a refresher every once in a while, just to remind people of the tyranny and of the lies that are being spread out there, okay? Now, right here, okay, what is herd immunity? What is it, okay? Herd immunity, well, first of all, it is a taboo term, all right? It is a term that they don't want you to use. It's like, man, if you say anything about herd immunity, you are the filth of the earth, okay? It's like, how dare you? You know, humans don't ever get herd immunity. That's how they survived years and years and years, without running water and, proper sanitation and, no medicines really to take. Yeah, no modern medicine. Yeah, we managed it all the way up to this point. I mean, come on, people. Dang, man. But them folk living in filth, you know what I'm saying? They drinking the same water they just dropped deuce in. I mean, come on, man. Them folk. That's why folk would die early back in the day. Sanitation conditions, bud. They just they ain't have the sewer system, you know what I'm saying? But right here, what was herd immunity on June 9th of 2020? Well, it says herd immunity is the indirect protection from an infectious disease that happens when a population is immune either through vaccination or immunity developed through previous infection, okay? That's what they said then. Then on the 13th of November of 2020, the year of the shit, okay? It ain't the year of the rat. Well, it might be the year of the rat, all right? The year of the scumbags, all right? The scumbags that inherited the earth. But it says, what is herd immunity as of November 13th of 2020? Because, this is the one on the left-hand side. That had been what has been the whole time, okay? Throughout history, that's what we know as herd immunity. But things change, okay? Well, somebody said the science always changes, all right? And, I'm just trying to figure out why it's always changing to make sure it fits their narrative. You know what I'm saying? It's always changing all the time, every other day. I'm like, but some people will call that being wrong. But no. It's just, they can call it science changing. They can be on every side of the argument and never lose. You see what I'm saying? But right here, what is herd immunity? The new definition. Herd immunity, also known as population immunity, so they added that in there, is a concept used for vaccination, in which a population can be protected from a certain virus if a threshold of vaccination is reached. Herd immunity is achieved by protecting people from a virus, not exposing them to it. I got you. Okay. So that's what it is now, even though in the past it was something totally different. But how do you build back better, okay? You got to build back better by destroying the foundation, destroying whatever is there, okay? That's the only way you can build back, all right? And that's the whole premise of it. They want to destroy the way our lives are. The way our lives are right now ain't that great. But the way our lives were previously, they want to destroy that concept, that life, and then put something in its place. And what they want to put in its place looks to me like a little medical tyranny, okay? That's what it looks like to me. So this is the first thing on this Twitter Tuesday, the changing of definitions. They think they're slick, they think they're sly, but people are paying attention. The internet is forever, okay? You cannot hide on the internet, all right? The internet will find you. It will sort you out as well. So we're going to jump into the next thing on Twitter Tuesday. All right, so the next thing we're going to look at on this Twitter Tuesday is this right here, okay? Pelosi had her luncheon, okay? Luncheon with a few chums, all right? A few chums, a few colleagues, okay? And these are donors of hers, all right? And this is out there in Napa Valley. If you want to know a little background on it, looks like it was a Napa Valley fundraiser because, you know, we always got to raise funds. We got to make sure that we get that, you know, the high-ups, the elites get together and see how much money we can extort from the plebes, okay? That's what the premise is. How much tyranny we can rain down upon the masses of people that are meant to be ruled. That's how they look at you, okay? Nancy Pelosi's old ass. She like a damn crypt keeper. How is she still alive, Bo? I mean, she's decrepit, all right? She's decrepit. Now, we're going to look at this clip right here. Let me blow this thing up right quick. We're going to look at this clip. And I don't see a whole lot of fuck. There ain't no distance in here. Man, don't they know the coof is out? And it don't care whether you receive the jab or not. This particular variant, the Delta don't care about your feelings, okay? It don't care about your status. Status be damned, okay? Status be, I am Delta and I am mighty, okay? Oh boy.
But for now, question was asked this morning about.
Now look at this. Now they smoozing it up, elbow to elbow, and the help got to wear a mask. Got to don the sacred cloth. Look like minority help at that. Where's all the brothers and sisters out there? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it don't look like much of a diverse group out there. Let your boy know. Where's the diversity in your group, Pelosi? You know what I'm saying? See them a bunch of white folk. What happened? She said she was down with the brothers and sisters, okay? Oh boy, she down with folk who bringing cash. That's what she down with. They out here schmoozing it up. Look at these folk.
Ambassador Solomon about young people and how we're reaching out to young people.
Did I see one sister? I think. Oh, here we go. Got a one. Got the token Negroes. There might be one back there. I ain't sure. We ain't positive for that. But they out here smoozing it up, bud. Elbow to elbow. But they'll restrict you from doing anything. You know what I'm saying? They'll call for you to stay at the house. Man, save lives. Don't you want to save a life? Come on, man. Don't you know there's people out there immunocompromised? Don't you know? Rumor has it. You know what I'm saying? Man, I mean, I don't know what he eating right here. What's that? I don't know. Like some type of cheese stick or something, some type of pastry. Man, you eating dessert mighty early. Look like dinner out. You already eating dessert. Maybe it's a breadstick.
Well, young people, we always ask them, how do you want to be reached out to? And one of the main.
Yes, but like elbow to elbow. Man, they couldn't distance that thing out a little bit more. You got people right there side by side. You know what I'm saying? But they were having folk at restaurants distancing their tables out when they were outside. But they gonna sit here elbow to elbow. And they gonna tell you, oh, hey. And this is Napa Valley too, if I read right in this article. I think they got a higher rate of transmission right now. Let's see. Let me see. They said they got a higher rate of transmission. Yep, here we go. The cases were up from August 13th to the 19th, 71%. So dang, Bo. High level of community transmission, all right? I mean, real high. Yep, we can't be bothered by it, okay? We got things to do. We got plans that we got to talk about, okay? I mean, we got to talk about how we're going to stick it to these folks out there elbow to elbow. Whole bunch of folks, a bunch of rich folks out there whining and dining. You be locked up in your house. The shop bots be out there, man, stay in your damn house, don't get together. And then they'll look out here and they'll be like, well, they got to conduct business. I'll be like, man, I can't help them. Man, their soul is lost. forever, okay? You can't help them. They'll excuse these people. And then when you say, hey, man, let me go out. Oh, no. You know the variant is out. Her name is Delta. But Delta don't live here. Delta can't get down out here. Delta's like, nah, these people out here, but they conducting business, okay? They're conducting business, so I can't be amongst the multitude out here. Kind of like with Obama's party, even though Martha's Vineyard had a spike in hospitalizations afterwards. But we ain't gonna talk about that, okay? With the coof, it wasn't because of the vineyard, okay? Causation is not equal correlation or something like that. I don't know. It's a saying. So this is the second thing on Twitter Tuesday. Nancy Pelosi, as Salty Cracker right here said, the sophisticated crowd, all right? You know what they said about Obama's party? It's a sophisticated, vaccinated party, all right? They're sophisticated, and you plebe, you're not as sophisticated. You're not as worthy as these people. All right, get on their level, okay? Do you got enough money to get on their level? No. Do you got enough status, enough stature? Okay. Once you're higher up, the rules don't apply. Rules for thee, not for me, without a shadow of a doubt. So that's the second thing on this Twitter Tuesday. So we're gonna jump into the next order of business. And the last thing I wanted to review on this Twitter Tuesday is this interview that Trump had up here on Fox. And, everybody has their downfalls. Nobody's perfect. But doggone it, bud, the man won't let the jab go, okay? He won't let it go. He wants to make sure that he is on the top of the pedestal as far as for getting this jab out in arms. And they ask him a particular question here, and he really doesn't give the answer to it. So we're going to let this clip roll out right now.
I want to get your take on needing proof to go into restaurants, needing proof of a vaccine to go into certain stores. Your thoughts on where we are with these new mask mandates coming back. And now the FDA has approved a coronavirus booster shot. The administration is getting set to recommend a third shot for the fully vaccinated. Sir, would you get a booster shot?
Let me tell you, I'm very proud of the vaccines. The vaccines weren't supposed to happen for 3 to 5 years. I brought the FDA in. Nobody has talked to the FDA like I did. They don't like me very much. We have a vaccine, and it's saving millions of lives throughout the world. I think we'd have a Spanish flu situation like in 1917. I really do. I believe that. And we're, maybe 100 million people, 50 million, 100 million people like that. So I'm very proud of the vaccine. I've taken the vaccine. I'm very, very proud of it. At the same time, some people don't want to take it. And, when I was president, you didn't have this problem with people not wanting to take it. They don't take it because they don't trust Biden, and they don't trust the Biden administration. When I was president, you didn't have people protesting the vaccine. If you just think back, everybody wanted to get it. And we were giving out over 1 million shots a day. We had that thing rocking. And he's now president, and he's doing a lousy job with coronavirus. Coronavirus is back. If that ever happened to me where it came back, okay, when I left, it was virtually gone. It was over. It was a path. Now it's coming back through the Delta, and I don't know if you even want to call it that. All you call it is the China virus is back. And so why is he doing a good job? He did a bad job with SARS, the H1N1, very bad job, a joke of a job, a horrible job. All of a sudden they said, oh, he's doing so well. I'm the one that did well. I'm the one that got all the equipment. I'm the one that got the vaccine. I'm the one that did well. If it came back, can you imagine if I were president and it came back at a level where it's just as bad right now in some cases? The press would decimate me.
Now, you see, that's disappointing, okay? That's disappointing. But that's why you've got to watch everybody, all right? You've got to watch everybody. Their colors doesn't matter. Whatever wing they are on this bird, okay, this bird they want you to fly on the back of, that doesn't matter. She asked him about vax mandates, about mask mandates coming back, and he skated around the question. The true leader, okay, would have been like, I am totally against said mandates, all right? Because said mandates aren't constitutional. said mandates do not align with people's bodily autonomy, said mandates was something that is brand new and experimental. It's just not right. But he skated right by it. And then he tried to take full credit for said jab. But this is the stuff I'm talking about. When they go out there and they be like, oh man, yeah, the MAGAs don't want to take it. It's because of Trump. Boo! They ain't listen to him. Every time the man gets up there and speaks, he talks about the jab. Getting the jab. He's proud of the jabs. The jabs wouldn't be around because of him. And over there in Alabama, he had a crowd out there. There was a crowd out there. I think he was in Alabama the other day. He had a crowd out there. And he was talking, folks cheering him, because people still like Trump. And that's their business, okay? For me, I'd rather have him in there than Biden. But, that's neither here nor there. But at the end of the day, he went up there and he said something about the vax. And they booed him. Because they're like, bud, no, that represents tyranny right now. That's what that represents. It doesn't represent anything good. Now I know what folks are saying. Oh, it saves life. And he's talking about 50, 100 million people now. I'm like, where are you getting this from, okay? How and where? Man, it wasn't they ain't sniffing that number, okay? I mean, even with them throwing the kitchen sink at what they consider a coof death, all right? Very liberal. That's what Burke said. We're very liberal about what we call a coof death, all right? That's her words, not mine. He said we're very liberal, all right? We got to make sure we maximize this thing. That's what we got to do. And then she asked him the question, what about the mandates? Do you think they're right? Oh, I'm proud of the jab. But answer the question. I mean, that's bot form right there. Don't be like the rest of the bots. But unfortunately, we knew from the beginning that's probably what was going to happen. Because early on, he was pushing one of the PCR tests, the Abbott Labs. It looked like a salesman up there. And you're like, that ain't looking good, okay? And, the folks who were so-called conspiracy theorists, they've been right. Folks like me, folks like others, we've been right the whole way. And folks, they just don't, they just push it to the side like, oh, no. Take the jab anyway, okay? Just take it. Just take it. All right, just take it. Just take it. I know it looks like it's going to be medical dictatorship, and I ain't got no problem with forcing that upon you, okay? I want to force everything upon you. And you come out and say something about abortion, you're killing a living human being, and like, nah, it ain't alive. It's just a clump of cells. So expel it, okay? We have no problem with that. We kill a baby all day. I mean, that's what it said. We kill a baby all day. Abortions all day. But if you don't get the jab, you don't love people. I'm like, where y'all get this from? So this right here is disappointing. But I keep telling people, whenever you see these misguided people get up there and like, oh yeah, the MAGAs, the right wingers. I said, bud, if the MAGAs follow Trump like a cult, then you wouldn't have no problem with the uptick or uptake in the jab, because they would have all ran and got it at the same time. So your premise makes no sense. We try to tell folks that, but they don't listen. That's okay. That's okay, folks don't listen. Like I said, this is the battle of a lifetime, but this is a war. This is a war. There will be casualties. People will lose things. Okay? May even lose their life. So, I mean, we'll see how it folds out. I don't know. But this is disappointing, okay? And at the same time, it's just more of I told you so. All right? Everybody on Fox, man, even I seen up there Fox Network, Fox News, they said that everybody in there's got to disclose their status, okay? Their jab status. Have you had your uptake in jab, okay? Is your dose regimen on par with what we're looking? All right. How many doses have you had, sir? Hopefully 2 or more. Oh man, the shit ridiculous. But the folks at Fox, man, they're taking the jab. It's like everybody else pushing the jab on you like everybody else. Oh, I'm right wingers. Damn right wingers. Okay. Even though the group that's less likely to take it is black folks, and most black folks vote Democrat. But we can't be bothered by information like that. Okay, don't bother us with that information. Information's taboo. So I hope y'all enjoyed this week's Twitter Tuesday. Let me know your thoughts on everything in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe. As always, check out the podcast Inside the Cube, Spreaker, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and iHeartRadio. Check out the Day Zero collaboration I got going on as well. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker. If you like Sports Channel further, there are links in the description section below as well. But that, as always, being boys, keep you 420. Catch you on the next one. Peace out.